today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes, still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamin Davis able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 carries, 55 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
Taylor. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 18 carries, 52 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
1st and 10, Taylor now. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Herbert's throw there taken in by Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 41, Herbert, quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from the...
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. McCann's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now Houston's offense taking over again. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you result can be something you don't like.
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Texans scoop it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
On first down, it's Waters, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On second down now, it's Waters, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Herbert will drop this down to Williams. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. From the 50, here's Herbert. And the catch made by Johnson. So we've come upon halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Waters, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Waters, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll keep it on the ground. Waters, and he's going to get this one down to the 45.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down. It's Waters, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Waters hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Allen, and he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with Williams, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, Waters, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert complete. Smith has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on first down. Waters, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters, and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Now Herbert. Finding Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Herbert. Caught by Allen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, Waters. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One last throw here for Herbert. Flushed out right. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for 9. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part